Hi there and welcome to today's large family vlog. This is Maria, our youngest, and she is a lucky little girl because she does not get very many hand-me-downs and gets a chance to get some new clothes. We have been using Kidpik for, I think this is her third box now, and we really do enjoy the variety of clothing that she gets. She really enjoys the shoes, and they really pay attention to the things that I write in the comments as far as what she likes and what she doesn't, and they're very, very good about sending things that she likes. Super cute. This is totally Maria. She wears these under every shirt, don't you? You got one under today? Yep, sure enough. So this was perfect for her. Definitely a different grouping of colors this time, which is kind of fun. This jean jacket looks cute, especially as we come to spring. These pants, you thought these were a winner? Yep, they're very stretchy with like velvet on the sides. That's cute. She liked this bright shirt. She loves this kind of shirt, these sort of like long flowy ones. I like those kind on her too. And then there's always something that's a little bit more flowy, and it just seems like a little bit more of like maybe a peasant style or something. She usually says, nope, I'm not really into that. And of course the boots, that's always a winner.
Hello?
Good morning and welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer. This is a country life. In today's video, we have kids putting away dishes right now. And today's video is in collaboration with Tiffany at Blessed Bears. She is another large family mama here on YouTube, and there's a whole bunch of us that are involved in this collaboration, and we are all just sharing a day in our life and what it is like for moms with lots of kids. Now, I have to be totally upfront with you guys. We do have 7 kids, but only 4 of them are at home. Currently, 3 of them have already moved. You know, they're starting their own life in their own homes. So I don't feel, Joseph, So I don't feel so much always like a large family mama because, like I said, there are only 4 here at home. And they're doing dishes right now. Sorry about that. Yeah. Our oldest son at home is 16, and he works in the mornings, and then he takes a couple classes at a local high school, and so he is not home for a good portion of 3 days a week, and so yeah, it's really most days just our 3 youngest, and they are 7, 9, and 12. So we're just going to follow along today, see what the whole day brings. Both my husband and I, we both work from home, and so sometimes he ends up in the videos as well, just because that's just part of our day. So first up, I have to go and get myself completely ready, like brush my teeth and just kind of do all that kind of stuff. I think the kids have pretty much... It really hurts, yep. So Maria scratched her finger this morning, and it really hurts. Okay, so... yeah, so they are working on putting away dishes right now. This is pretty much normally Peter's job all the time, to unload the dishwasher. We did ease it up a bit here for a while because of his broken arm, but I've seen him on the trampoline, and I said, if you can jump on the trampoline, you can put dishes up high, right? He somehow talked his sister into helping him this morning. How did he do that? Did he bribe you?
What does that mean?
That means he says, if you help me with this, then I'll help you with something else, or I'll do something for you.
If I help him with the dishes,
I'll go on the swings with her.
Oh, okay. All right, so they're also going to put away these dishes here. I did get out a couple packs of venison here. I'm going to be making both taco meat today as well as hug and kiss soup today. So stay tuned for those things happening. So everybody did already eat breakfast this morning. We don't typically all have the same thing. Usually Warren and I will have eggs and maybe some sort of fruit and meat, and you know, maybe some kind of like some fried onions or something like that, whatever. So that's normally what Warren and I do. And then Joe likes to have eggs too, or cereal, or graham crackers, depending on what we have. But we were out of milk today. So last night, let's see, 2 of our older kids that have moved away, they actually were over for supper tonight. But we were actually out of milk this morning, so everybody had to kind of do something a little bit different. So we were just kind of doing bagels and toast and that type of thing. Maria did have me help her make some oatmeal, which she didn't like because there was no milk. But anyway, that's just kind of how breakfast went. So now the kids are actually outside. They got their morning jobs done and everything, and they're outside playing. It's a little bit later. Oh my gosh, yeah. See, this is right after the daylight savings time weekend, and so it just feels really, really weird. It's actually 20 to 10. It just feels like it really only feels like it's just about 8:30 right now. But anyway, I'm just loading up the dishwasher, and then I'm going to go and get some laundry going. And once I kind of have all of that done on my end, then I'll grab the Peter and Maria, because I don't know if Joe went out. I'm not sure if Joe went outside or not, but I'll grab Peter and Maria, and then we'll sit down and get some schoolwork done. But we have a lot to do today. It's a Monday, and I mean, we did plenty over the weekend, but we did, you know, there's just a lot to do today, so we need to get moving here. The kids actually went outside because they thought it was springtime. They thought it was going to be warm. It's actually only about 25 degrees right now, so they keep running back in to get warmer clothes because I think they thought, oh, it's going to be nice and warm, right, Maria?
We checked Peter's minnow traps.
Yeah.
And then we came right back in. We canceled swinging.
Swinging? You canceled?
Yeah, canceled.
Okay.
We're cutting newspaper for the pinata.
That's a good thing. Now, so for Easter, we always make a pinata. We've been making a pinata out of a balloon and starch, liquid starch and newspaper, like as long as I can remember. I mean, Emily must have just been probably a toddler or something, and she's our oldest. And but so anyway, we always do that for the Saturday. We normally do the pinata the Saturday right before Easter.
It's so thin.
Okay, so this is what we do. We just have a couple of these paper cutters. These are like the paper cutters that I used when I used to do make like scrapbooks and, you know, the photo albums and stuff. Was that one a little thick? This is pretty thick. This one you might have to take this newspaper apart. But anyway, yeah, we just cut the newspaper into strips, and then I'll get you guys a grocery sack, and then they'll just fill that up. And when that's all filled up, hopefully we'll have enough for the pinata. And then we just use liquid starch. We dip these strips into a bowl of liquid starch and then kind of run our fingers down through it, and then we attach it onto a great big balloon. And we'll do, boy, at a bare minimum, 4 layers if you only have toddlers, and you want them to have at least a couple chances, you know, like go around the whole group a couple times.
But now there's a lot of older people, so
But,
you
yeah.
go like pretty much like 12 or 6.
Well, now we like to have at least 7 layers on the pinata because, yeah, our littlest is 7. Our grandson Colt, he isn't even a year yet, so I mean, he might swing with Daddy or something like that. But other than that, you know, when they start getting a little bit bigger, you need to have more layers on the pinata so that everybody gets a chance. Otherwise, they bust through it pretty quick. But that's what they're going to spend some time on. And like I said, I got to do laundry. So while Peter and Maria are still, you know, cutting the strips and everything, and I got my laundry going, and there is a lot of laundry to do today. Holy cow. I thought I would just hop out here to the computer real quick and start printing labels. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. If you've come from one of the other ladies' channels, I wrote a cookbook. It is a compilation of 150 of our family's very favorite recipes, and I put those all together into a cookbook. And yeah, I write about it in the cookbook, kind of a little bit more the backstory of how it all came to be. But anyway, I have been selling those cookbooks here like through my YouTube channel, and so I have to print labels, and so I'm just printing all of the labels from the cookbooks that sold probably Friday, Saturday, and Sunday here. What I like to do is get a shipment out on Monday and then another shipment out on Thursday. So that's kind of how it's been going. And today, for those of you who have been around here for a long time, here are the ones that are going out. I have 2 going to Kathy's and to Margaret and to Priscilla and Colleen and Diane, another Kathy and Keith and Gina and Ashley and Laura and Cynthia and Sandra and Mary and Brandy and Brett and Lori and Ashley and another, nope, sorry. That last Ashley, that one was already shipped out. So anyway, those are the cookbooks that are going to be, that I'm printing labels for today, that I'll be shipping out later today. Hopefully everything works out. All right, so I'm just going to keep on doing that. So I'm just at PayPal right now, and I just go through and I have to click on the order, and then I click on add, and then I click on one cookbook. I just make sure that they ordered one, and then calculate shipping cost, and then I purchase the shipping label, and I can print those all right from my computer. It's actually quite easy. Took a little bit to get onto the whole system and everything, but now that I'm onto it, you know, it's very, very easy to do. So that's what's happening here. Am I the only one that gets completely like lost in computer work and like truly doing work stuff, not just like screwing around watching random whatever, but just 2 emails to check, and then I did PayPal stuff. The printer wasn't wanting to bring the paper in. It kept saying paper jam even though there was no jam at all. So anyway, that took a long time. I just kept pulling the tray out, putting the labels back in, and I don't know, eventually it finally decided to print. The kids have been just kind of doing this and that here as the day has been progressing. Maria just came in from outside. She's going to have some hot chocolate. Joe was doing some reading to me while I was doing computer work and printing labels and answering a whole bunch of emails and checking emails. And then I had, this is just like random. Yeah, I hear Peter's in now. So just totally random stuff. Yes, Peter, he's raising his hand. You need to say something?
Can I have an early lunch, like right now?
Well, you know what? It's actually 11:40, and so as soon as Maria does her 3 pages in her skills book, I'm gonna make waffles for lunch. Does that sound good? Waffles? I don't have any bacon or any sausage, but at least waffles. So that's what we're gonna do. Have some waffles and some fruit for lunch today. Waffle batter is definitely different than pancake batter. With pancake batter, you know, you want to sometimes have a few lumps in there, you know, not super lumps, but a few little lumps. You don't really want to beat your pancake batter to oblivion. Waffle batter, and I don't really know why it is, I'm sure someone out there knows why, but with waffle batter you can. I just mix my waffle batter, I just mix and mix and mix until it's perfectly smooth, and then I always let it sit for just a little bit. So if you look at this, it seems super liquidy right now, because it is. But then I'll just let this set here for, oh, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, usually about the amount of time it takes for my waffle maker to get nice and hot, and for me to make sure I have the syrup out and the butter and stuff like that. And then this is just going to thicken up just a little bit, and it'll be just right. And it just makes really, really good waffles that way, I think. Definitely made a mess. Boy, I know how to make messes, that is for sure. Joe does not eat pancakes. He doesn't eat waffles. It's just the type of thing. He doesn't eat cinnamon rolls. And so, anyway, I had some leftover tater tot casserole, and this looks like kind of a lot for him. This is a smaller plate, but I'm just I'm gonna warm this up and let him eat as much of it as he wants. This is something that he likes, so I'm going to serve that and some applesauce for Joe. And then the rest of us are going to have cuties. I have some more. I might peel up another cutie because it'll be 3 of us. Let's see. No, 1, 2, 3. It's going to be 4 of us that are going to eat cuties. So I think I'll have some more cuties here in just a second. And then we're going to have waffles as well. Maria's doing her schoolwork here as I make lunch. What?
What's gonna happen for cuties?
Yeah.
3 of us are gonna want to eat cuties.
Yep.
And 1.
Is that you? You're not gonna want to eat the cuties, but I'm gonna make you.
I like eat
Oh, who's the one who's not going to want to eat them?
The one that starts with a P.
Oh, Peter's not going to want to eat cuties? Oh. Okay. You keep going with your school, okay? So I was just looking outside and I see that Warren has the car hauler trailer hooked up. I don't know what that means. We will check in with him when he comes in for lunch and see what he's planning on hauling. I feel like he probably told me this morning. And maybe I don't remember, or maybe I wasn't listening. I'm not sure, but anyway, I want to find out what that's all about. We have a little snow pile left. Later today, they're saying that it's supposed to maybe start snowing a little bit, maybe getting about 1 inch or 2. We'll see what actually happens. But yeah, most of our snow is gone except for the snow pile, and I'm thrilled with that. I don't need to see any snow. Like Warren and I were saying this morning, because Maria was saying, I just want spring. And we said, well, we all want spring, but you know, it's only March 15th here, and so we still have a good month of kind of that teaser weather, and you know, where you can kind of get a little snow, still get the cold. It's gone up to 32 today, so that's good. We're going to be going out and about later on, so hopefully it's not too snowy when we end up finally running our errands. Okay, what is W-H-A-T? So I'm going to make some waffles. We're going to eat lunch, and we will catch up with you a little bit later. Okay, so Warren just came in, and I told him that I was going to ask him on camera what he was doing with the car hauler trailer, and here was his answer.
It's not the car hauler trailer, it's the pipe trailer. There's a difference.
There is a difference, and I should know the difference.
So I'm buying a little bit of aluminum mainline pipe from my neighbor, so I just have to go over and get it. And
Oh yeah.
they've converted over to underground irrigation. They have a big pile of aluminum pipe. I'm 3 sticks short on my main line for the new cranberry bed, so I'm just going to buy, I'm actually going to buy 3 sticks of older pipe that is actually heavier gauge, and then I'm going to buy 3 sticks of newer pipe that's thinner but has the right fittings that I need. So I'll cut those fittings off, I'll weld them onto the older pipe, make everything work.
All right.
And it's a lot cheaper than buying new. That's why I'm doing it. Save some money.
And what does the car hauler trailer look like?
Car hauler trailer is black, and it has tandem axle with fenders.
Oh, you're
that
right.
stick
It has
up.
those fenders. Yes.
And this will haul. I believe that's a 10-ton trailer.
Okay.
Where not that pipe is heavy, but I just need a big trailer because
Right.
the pipe are 30 feet long.
Right.
And the car hauler will only haul 7,000 pounds.
I
So
see.
big difference.
Big difference.
I can tell the difference because the car hauler trailer is black and that one's yellow.
You can tell the difference? You must be more observant than me, huh? Since I'm doing this day in the life here, I'm just trying to remember to check in with you guys. So right now I'm actually putting labels. I don't want to show addresses, so these are all labels here, right there. And I'm putting them onto all of these. What's the matter? You want me to be quiet? Really? I'm putting the labels onto my packaging envelopes. And I was going to tell you something else. Oh, and I'm also going to start getting my meat cooking. It's completely thawed, and I want to get that stuff cooking so that we can, we have to do some grocery shopping and stuff like that yet today, and it is like 1:40 or something now. So I'm going to get the meat going, and I realized I have not yet switched over any of the laundry, and I've been working on school with Peter. So Maria did all of her skills book so far today, and so now I've been working on the skills book with Peter, and just kind of like running back and forth between different things. That's usually how it goes here, is that I am running back and forth, like doing housework types of stuff, doing doing cooking kind of things, doing work-related things, and homeschooling. So lots of going back and forth. And I know that I say it, I know it went upside down, honey. My screen is broken. So I know that I have addressed this before, that some people like to homeschool and really stay ultra focused and keep everything kind of in its own little section. And then some people like to kind of hop back and forth. I actually like doing it both ways. It just depends on the day and what how organized I am. If I'm really organized for that day, I usually will kind of set up my block schedule, and I'll say, okay, I'm going to stay super focused on just these things. But last night I just made a list of everything for today, and I didn't really put it into blocks. So anyway, that's just how it's working for us today. I don't always do it like this. Sometimes I use a block schedule. It just kind of depends on the day.
Broken. Broken.
I have both of my Dutch ovens here going, and in this one I have 2 pounds of ground venison. And I'm just, okay, I must be out of pepper here. Oh, maybe not. I'm just salting and peppering my meat. This one over in this pot here, the second pot, if you can see that, is going to be for taco meat, and this one is going to be for hug and kiss soup, the one closest to the camera. I also have the very last, that was it right there, that's the very last of my white onions, or I guess they were yellow onions that I planted in the garden last year. And now since I didn't use up all of my red onions that I had from the garden, I thought I would start chopping them. So the other day I did chop and freeze like 2-quart bags. And I have 2 ice cream pails left of onions. They're the red onions. Here are the ice cream pails. So at some point I do want to dice these up and get those into the freezer as well. They're still in great shape though. I mean, they're still fabulous. Very happy with how they kept this last year. I'll definitely do it that way again, where I set them out to really cure for about a week. Yeah, anyway, that's gardening season. I'm not quite there yet, considering it's supposed to maybe snow later on today. So when I make hug and kiss soup, which this recipe, I'll link to it in the description box. I know I have it online. I also have it in my cookbook. The key to this is to really let the meat get a really good crust on the bottom of the pot. That is what adds so much flavor to the soup. The taco meat, I'm not really so concerned about that. I'm just going to start, kind of chopping this up and let this cook down. Add in my taco seasoning to this and some water. We'll simmer it for about 15 minutes after that. Put the lid on, and that is going to be ready for supper tonight. So easy to do that. We do have to go to the grocery store here today. Peter, you got to do your work. Stop listening to me talk. He's over there paying attention to me and not doing his adjectives. So anyway, we are going to go to the grocery store later on today, and we'll pick up, I need some fresh lettuce and stuff like that. Okay, see that over there? Do you see that like browning right there? That's really, really, really good, and it's going to add a lot of flavor to the meat and the soup. One thing I would just like to point out here is that I rarely am just, oh, I got hair in my face. I rarely do just one thing in the kitchen at a time. If I have one burner on, I just like to have another burner on. I figure if I'm going down to the basement to get 1 pack of meat, I might as well get 2 or 3 and then just get those cooked up so that I can have those for different things, especially when I'm talking about like casseroles or soups. It's so easy to cook that meat up ahead of time and then just have it either in the refrigerator, if you're going to use it within 4 or 5 days, or put it right into the freezer if it's going to be longer. Yes, what's the question?
And also, if you have more things cooking, it gets warmer in the kitchen.
It does get really warm in the kitchen.
Mom likes warm.
I do like to be warm. Yes, I do. I saw a t-shirt at the hardware store the other day and it said, "Beach, please." I was like, oh, I want that. I showed it to Warren. I'm like, look at this shirt. Actually, I don't want the shirt. I want the beach. Okay, so what I was just telling you, is that I like to just get a lot of things happening at once in here, because I always say, since I'm in the kitchen, I might as well do kitchen things. I think it's been a while since I've said that to you guys, but yeah, I like to just do a lot and have a lot going. If I'm in here, I might as well be doing everything I can think of. I really like this spoon. I picked this up at a Mennonite store that, I don't know, it's a couple hours away from our where we live. Warren and I had gone on just like a little driving date, and we went by the store, and I'm like, hey, let's go in. And when I found this is another thing from Rada Cutlery, and yeah, absolutely love this spoon. I like that it has that little squared end, so you can use it as a little bit of a scraper and also a spoon. Anyway, just good. I'm sure they have these at Amazon. If I can see it, find it there, I'll just link in the description box. I think I paid $7.99 at the Mennonite store for this. I like these too because they're actually made in the USA. I just pulled out my taco seasoning, and this is not going to be enough, so I am going to have to put together some taco seasoning, and I'll show you how I do that real quick as well.
I don't know what this word is.
Okay, so I am seriously going to have to alter my taco seasoning today because I only have a half cup of chili powder, and I really need an entire 1.5 cups of chili powder. So I'm going to have to do a little altering, and that's going to take me just a moment, you know, to do the math. So basically it's chili powder, kosher salt, cumin, some onion powder, and then some garlic powder. And I'll just mix all of those things together in my little measuring cup here, and then I will pour everything into my canning jar here. And then I normally do 2 tablespoons of the taco seasoning per 1 pound of meat. I like to put a can of refried beans into my taco meat. One, I like refried beans. I can't get this out with one hand here. And 2, there you go, Peter. You hold on to it maybe, and then, there, perfect. Okay, thank you. And then also the refried beans makes your meat go a little bit further. So if you are, you know, trying to stay in a budget, I mean, we all should be trying to stay in some kind of budget, right? But if you are, you know, really trying to cut back on your food bill, doing things like this helps the meat go further. So maybe you would only need 1 pound of meat for your family size, or 2 or 3 or whatever it might be, and then add in a can or 2 or even 3 cans of refried beans, and the meat goes so much further, allows for some leftovers. Like now, with that added to this, we are not going to eat all of this for supper tonight. There will be 6 of us home. Your last page, awesome. There will be 6 of us home for supper tonight, and there's just no way we're going to eat all of this taco meat here. So, because remember, I've got Maria, and she eats like a bird. Like a half a taco, and she's like, oh, I think I'm full now. It is super filled up. Okay, so we're at Aldi here now, and we're just going to go in and do a little bit of grocery shopping. And it's not going to be a big haul, but just a few things here that we need today. Oh my gosh, it is very different coming out than what it was going in. Look at it.
It's winter again.
It's like winter again.
But it's bright.
So Peter saw a TikTok that he wanted to try to make happen. What's supposed to happen, Peter?
So, on the TikTok, they put these little peeps in like this lettuce dryer, and then they spinned it like this.
Uh-huh.
And then when they were done, the peeps went from this big and they shrunk to this big. So I'm gonna see if they shrunk. And the first time they shrunk a little bit.
Okay, let's see. We're all waiting.
They just shrink.
Let's see.
Barely any.
They kind of flattened a little, but it's
like
not
before
like they
they were
went
like
tiny.
I'm just gonna try one more time.
But you had an idea,
Yeah.
right? You thought maybe, what were you telling me?
I thought maybe what she did is she just bought mini peeps.
Yeah, I don't know. Do
When
they
she
make
put
mini
the
peeps?
I think they do.
Oh.
And when they put the big peeps in, when she started spinning, she just cut the video and then put mini peeps in and then just took those out and then they edited the video.
Maybe so.
So I'm gonna do it one more time.
One more time,
I
huh?
don't think it's gonna work.
So it's 6 o'clock now. We are home, and I had actually called home when I was still in town, and Warren was in, and so he got supper going. So he has the meat all warming up. He made rice in that pot right there, and then he warmed up, or crisped up the shells. So I'm gonna get out the salsa and sour cream and cheese and stuff like that. Who wants their plate filmed?
Sure.
After I'm done.
I already got meat in my tacos, but
Okay, who is this for?
that's just
I'll have my plate.
Joe.
Here, I'll get
Oh, you're giving me the thumbs up. Thank you.
Mom, I'll have
All
my
right, Joe.
plate
Let's
filmed.
get some meat in there.
Let's see what Maria's doing over here.
Maria, plate
Rice.
flat.
Whoops.
Oh boy. Oh geez.
Oh boy. Oh, you're having problems. We're having a lot of problems here.
Foam,
All right,
and
so
more foam.
basically tacos is the supper. Peter's making some Kool-Aid.
Yep.
Got a lot
I
of
just had a
foam.
foam volcano.
Foam volcano.
You're saying foam. There you go, Chief.
Yeah, foam. They look delicious, Joe. Those are some nice looking tacos too, Sam.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just wait, just wait.
Oh, it's gonna get better. Little hot sauce. And there's Peter's plate. Those look good too. Okay, since we, ate at, I don't know, it was like after 6. It's 7:15 right now. I'm going to turn the camera around and give you guys a grocery haul. Just everything that we bought. Oh, I feel like we must be missing something. Where's our third thing of toilet paper, guys? Okay, well, we have no idea where the third thing of toilet paper went. But anyway, let me just turn this around, give you guys a little haul here from today. I did get some bananas. We definitely needed fruit. So this would be what I would call kind of like my mid-month grocery shopping trip, where I'm just kind of filling in the things that we have run out of, especially like perishable things like this. So bananas, grapes. I did not get them from Aldi today. They did not look good at all. So I did get these from Walmart. Hopefully those are good. Some of these Gala apples from Aldi. Pretty much everything here. The cuties. And then a huge head of cabbage. I do like to either chop cabbage or cut it into kind of like cabbage steaks. And then roast that in the oven. That's always so good. And I haven't done it in a while. And a friend of mine this weekend was just saying, oh, have you ever done that? I'm like, yes, I need to do it again. A couple cucumbers. And then, oh, you did see that we got the lettuce, that shredded lettuce. We already used that for our tacos. Also for fruit, I did pick up 4 bags of the dried cranberries. If you are new to my channel here and you've stuck around this far, we are cranberry farmers. I'm not sure if I mentioned that earlier in the video, and I know I get a lot of questions from people wondering why I still buy cranberries, and I always just say, well, does a dairy farmer ever buy milk or milk products? Yes, they do. So that's just kind of my quick answer. Of course, we still buy cranberry products. Okay, corn dogs. So that was just kind of that was not on the list, but I picked those up for just an easy lunch this week. A couple concentrates of orange juice, another coconut cream. Actually, this is funny. You know who actually asked for the fruit snacks? That was Warren. And then I did get some chicken thighs here. This again was not on my grocery list. I'm always looking for these $2 off stickers though when I shop at Aldi to make things an even better deal. So I did get over 5 pounds of meat here, and I ended up paying $3.41, and so that was a fabulous price on the chicken thighs. I'll pop this in the freezer because the sell-by date is Wednesday. Today's Monday. So, okay, but that will go great for making like oven fried chicken, something like that. I did pick up a pound of bacon. Now I actually had that on my menu to have with waffles. We had the waffles for lunch today, but I just know we like bacon, and so we'll have bacon sometime. Some sausages to go with our breakfasts. 2 cream cheese here because I have wanted to make a couple, just a couple desserts that I wanted cream cheese for. I did pick up some cheddar cheese. I thought we were going to have to shred this for tonight with the tacos. All the noise, Peter's putting dishes away, and so that's what you guys are hearing. I thought I'd have to shred this. We didn't. but I'm gonna have to shred it for tomorrow for the leftovers. Okay, 6 dozen eggs. I usually buy 10 dozen for a whole month, and this month I think I started out with only 6 and we're down to 2, so I just thought I'll just, you know, get enough of them. Okay, a few pantry staples here. I wanted to pick up 2 tomato soups, and we were almost out of saltines. I asked Joe to get 1 box of graham crackers, and when I turned around, he was tucking actually 3 boxes in behind another box of crackers in the cart. I let him get 2 anyway, and I said put 1 back. 1 box of the pita crackers. This is something that Warren really likes. And then St. Patrick's Day is on Wednesday. I have for years and years and years always picked up Lucky Charms to have on St. Patrick's Day. Typically though, what's kind of funny is I buy them when I do my big once a month grocery shop, which, you know, is sometime right around like the 1st of March or even a few days before. And then the kids have to look at them for 17 days. This time they only have to look for 2 days before they can eat them. Okay, some Rice Krispies. I've mentioned this lots of times, but one of Warren's and Peter's and Sam's, one of their favorite things to have for a snack is Rice Krispies with dried cranberries and milk. And then some of the Honey Nut Cheerios. I did have to get Crisco from Walmart. I always liked the Aldi shortening, but they just have stopped carrying it except for around holiday time. And if I don't, you know, stock up, I just don't have it. So anyway, so a great big thing of Crisco. This is, I think, 10 pounds maybe of Crisco. Let's look. Okay, it literally does not say anywhere on this entire can how much is in here. I cannot find it. Anyway, it's a great big one. I did pick up some apple cider vinegar. I was actually very, very surprised between the organic apple cider vinegar and the regular. This was only a little over, or maybe a little under $2, and the organic, which I really wanted the one that has like what they call the mother in the bottom, but it was $5.24 or something. So anyway, I just got the regular apple cider vinegar. And then some navy beans. You may have seen that I made that ham, potato, and bean soup, and it calls for navy beans dried, and I only had a very, very tiny amount, so I picked up 1 bag of those. And then 3 things of chili powder because I really want to fill up that jar of taco seasoning, so I want to make some more of that. And then over here I did pick up some of the candy that is going to go into our pinata. We like candy that is like individually wrapped and then doesn't bust up into a bunch of little pieces. So some Airheads, and these are like little bunny fruit snacks or gummies or whatever they are. Some Sour Patch gummies. These will probably go in the Easter eggs. And then some Skittles, and then I thought some of the kids would enjoy the fruit by the foot. It's a hard thing because Joe actually does not like fruity candy. The only thing here he'll eat are the M&Ms, so it's hard to find something unless although usually I'll get like a bag of Tootsie Rolls to put into the pinata, and that's something that Joe likes. So anyway, most of this is for the pinata. And then I did pick up a couple, you know, non-food items as well. Maria did not have a white sweater. And at church, you know, like summer girl dresses are almost always sleeveless or like some sort of little strappy sundress. And for church, I really prefer that her shoulders are covered. And so I picked her up a white sweater. This is the time of year to find something like that, unless you hit the jackpot and find one at Goodwill, which is pretty rare, I have found. I did pick up a rug here. This is going to go from the garage into the house. We cleaned the garage major. Like, I vacuumed the walls this weekend. And, which I've never, ever, ever done that before. But we just wanted to get a new rug. I had a Christmas rug there, and I was over that. Although, let's look outside. This is what it's looking like. Oh, this morning we had nothing. I mean, this will probably melt, but, I mean, obviously, eventually it's going to melt, but, ugh. And then I picked up some oven cleaner. Just got the Great Value kind because I want to see if this will actually clean my stove top. I'm able to keep it fairly shiny, but it just seems like if something cooks on and I don't get it washed off right away, you know, it burns on, and then you have to use some sort of scraper, and sometimes even that doesn't work. So I thought maybe this would work. And then here's the toilet paper that we use for our main bathroom. Just fits on the rolls right, and we have actually come to really like this toilet paper. Now, we got 3 of them. At least that's what we checked out at the store. So I don't know where the 3rd one is. We'll have to locate it, and I will check back in with you when we find it. All right, so I'm gonna have to get all this stuff put away. I know that Peter is waiting patiently to be able to watch a little bit of TV here, right? Yeah. And I also still tonight want to put together that hug and kiss soup. So I have like the meat and everything is in there, but I really want to take some time and get the vegetables chopped and really just get that put together, even if I don't cook it tonight, but to at least have everything in the pot. And then tomorrow I can just bring it to a boil and simmer it, and then it'll be ready for tomorrow night's supper. So as we do that, I'll catch back in again. About 10 to 9 now, and I am actually starting to feel a little bit tired, but I just have one more step here in my soup to do, and that is to put in 2 quarts. This is a double recipe. I nearly always double soup recipes when I make them because it's just never enough. So I just have to put in 2 quarts of tomato juice in here, and then yeah, the spring forward time, it's always so hard at bedtime because like right now, you know, it's like 10 minutes to 9, but to the kids it feels like it's only 10 minutes to 8. And so they're like, oh, they're not really ready for bed yet or whatever, but anyway, they're in bed, or pretty close to being in bed anyways. I still have to do a couple things with Joe, but other than that, they're going to be going to bed. So I think the rest of the evening is just, I might get a little bit of editing done. I am going to put, like I said, do the tomato juice in the soup, let that cool, put that in the refrigerator for overnight, and then yeah, I'm going to try to do a little editing. So I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. If you were new here from one of the other channels, again, I just say welcome and thank you for sticking all the way through to the end. And I'd love it if you would hit the subscribe button, become part of this, you know, my YouTube family here. And definitely go check out all of the other channels. There's going to be, you're just going to get a good look at all different, nope, you can't come in here. Nope, Joe's getting ready for bed. You can't be in the camera. So just go check out all of the other moms and their large families and just kind of get a good look at how all the large families kind of function. We all do it a little bit different, but the chaos is pretty much all the same. So you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.